About a month ago, I came up with an idea for a game. It will be a colorful game about controlling a group of fishermen, while also collecting powerful card combos. The core mechanics in the game are deck building plus fishing. My original idea was to make a top-down 2D game where you build, explore, and develop your fishing industry. The world was planned to be created from tiles, to make it easier to create and more flexible. I even made a simple prototype just to realize, I don't like it. I didn't like the top-down 2D view, it just didn't feel like what I wanted. So I scrapped this idea and started everything from scratch. I already have experience creating 3D games. One of them even got pretty successful on itch.io. At least for me, 6,000 downloads is a success. With that in mind, I changed my project from 2D to 3D. I took inspiration from games like Don't Starve and Cult of the Lamb, with their mix of 2D characters in a 3D world. Initially, I wanted the game to be a simple resource management and building game. You control a group of people, catch fish, and unlock new islands. Although the game would feature a unique deck building mechanic, the core gameplay still wouldn't be very unique. A typical resource system alone isn't enough for the game to stand out. So, my first step toward making the game more unique was to remove the inventory system. That's right, the player will have no inventory. They will only be able to carry one resource at a time. This mechanic can be developed further in the future, for example by adding giant trade ships that transport resources between distant islands. The second step for adding uniqueness is introducing some otherworldly and cruel powers, like rituals. The player will be able to perform rituals to gain bonuses in luck, mastery, or even control weather. But nothing comes for free. Rituals will require giving away expensive resources, or even sacrificing people. The world is created using a grid map, which is essentially a tile map in 3D. This idea was borrowed from a small indie game. At first, I thought the world would be procedurally generated, but then I decided to create it manually instead. However, adding procedural generation later is still an option. I also made some trees and stones scattered around. The player starts with a single fisherman and just enough resources to build a boat. You can give orders such as moving to a point or fishing. It was challenging to get movement right. Pathfinding is quite simple and worked well most of the time, but NPCs often get stuck in environments. Though I think I've fixed this bug now. The NPC must have the ability to go out to sea. I added a small wooden boat for this purpose and implemented its own pathfinding system. Now if you order a fisherman in a boat to go somewhere, the boat will follow the path on the sea. If needed, the fisherman will go on land afterward. Deck building isn't very complex at this stage. You can place up to 10 cards on the table, each providing a unique bonus. Cards are found all over the world, common ones on unexplored islands, while rarer ones require performing rituals. However, one crucial mechanic remains unfinished: exploration. Making exploration engaging is quite challenging when the player is represented as a spirit that can fly anywhere on the map. I've thought about different ideas, perhaps making it so that players can't interact with unexplored islands until their people arrive there, or adding something like lighthouses that are required to reach distant islands. But I still don't have a final concept for how to implement exploration properly. That said, my demo will soon be completed and published on itch.io.